Guys, welcome back to another video. Today's a little bit different. I decided to take the car out. You can see I'm up in the mountains. This is Little Cottonwood Canyon. This is the major canyon that takes you to some of the big ski resorts here in Utah. So I'm about halfway up. I already had a casualty, so my vacuum lines that I told you guys would withstand the heat already melted. So I'm going to have to put some of that heat shielding stuff on there to hopefully fix that. So I'll give you guys a quick little rip up and down the canyon, and I'm going to try to put the microphone inside the engine bay so you can hear the turbo. But man, this thing rips. It's, like I said before, it's on factory electronics, so I'm running the factory 7MGE, not the 7MGTE ECU, and it seems to be running everything just fine. So I'm running about 10 pounds of boost right now on 550cc injectors. So when I will be running the ECU masters, I'll be on 1000cc injectors, and they're the Fuel Injector Clinic 1000s. I've already put them in and run them. They run super rich, obviously, on the factory electronics. It can't keep up with it. So, but anyways, yeah, so I'm up here. It's pretty cool. There's still quite a bit of snow up here. You can see there's tons of traffic. There's cars that have been going past the whole time I've been here. So just kind of pulled up on the side here, but you can see mountain area, pretty sweet. So yeah, I will get you guys set up, and I'll do a couple runs up and down and show you guys what, how the brakes work with that new Brembo brake setup I have on it, and make sure there's no brake fade. And I'll run you guys down the canyon and show you kind of what's up. Okay, here we go. So I'll give you a review, kind of talk about some of the stuff I've got going on in my car. I know I did a video on that already. I'm gonna go up the canyon to try to get kind of some lower torque here. Hope I don't get hit. So in this car, if you can hear me, I kind of went over some of the build a little bit, but basically I'm running a 40 thousandths over stock bore, Wiseco pistons, Eagle H-beam rods, ARP hardware on everything. I'm running a Cometic metal head gasket. The transmission. So transmission's a W58. It's not the R154. W58's a 5-speed. This transmission's been built by a local transmission shop here, and it seems to do just fine. I haven't had any grinding, any weird issues with the turbo modifications and all that sort of stuff. So I'm running a 6-puck unsprung ACT clutch disc and pressure plate, and it seems to be holding just fine. I know once I get up into like the 500 horsepower range, I'm probably going to have to go to a twin disc, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So like I said, it shifts pretty smooth. No issues as far as that part of it goes. I am running a Torsen LSD in the back, so not the factory differential that comes in this car. It's an aftermarket. It whines, makes a little bit of noise, but nothing too crazy. But you can definitely hear it, especially on the freeway. You can hear it whine quite a bit. As far as steering goes, I have upgraded to the turbo power steering pump. I've relocated everything to fit with my application. Feels fine. I haven't had any issues with it since I put it in. I have to be kind of careful because I melted that wastegate line, so I'm definitely running more boost than I should be. I'm being careful with it. So almost up to Snowbird. So I think Snowbird's about 6,000 feet. Or sorry, we go from 6,000 feet to about 9,000 feet in elevation. So up to the ski resort here. Car's doing just fine, no overheating issues. It's probably 65 degrees right now, and it's probably in the valley. It's probably a little colder up here. The car seems to be running just fine. So I've done the video of the Brembo brakes. When I got those put on the car initially, I came here and tested them. Didn't have any brake fade. Everything locked up pretty good. Seemed to be running just fine. So, and if you guys did watch that video, I had to replace a wheel stud today because it stripped out. When I pulled the brake caliper off, I had one washer, not two. So in my video, I think I said I had two washers. On my application, I just have one. The one machine washer to line it up, line the brake caliper up with the rotor. So it's really busy up here right now, just because it is ski and snowboard season. Quite a bit of snow up here right now. The roads are all clear, but like I said before, I am running the HKS SS QV. I think it sounds great. Gives that nostalgic Fast and the Furious, Need for Speed Underground sound. I love it. Handling's pretty good in this car. I did a set of the Teen Street Advance coilovers. It's got 16-way dampening. It's got, I think, a 3-inch of ride height adjustment on it. They're super stiff. I've got them maxed all the way out to as stiff as they'll go, and you can definitely feel it. But they hug. The car hugs the turns really well with them. So definitely happy with that purchase. They were like $500 for those coilovers. So they run really good on this car. I've also done white line shorter sway bar end links, and those are pretty dang stiff and feel pretty good. Okay, well, I'm up here at the ski resort. There's quite a few people up here skiing. There's still quite a bit of snow too. But I am not staying to ski or to snowboard, so I'm going to flip around and get out of here. This guy's gonna run into me. You can hear my clutch disc. It whines pretty loud with those pucks. Oh, dude, come on. I almost just backed into my car. You can hear it whine pretty loud with those pucks, the 6-puck. I don't really care, it doesn't bother me, but you can definitely hear it in the lower torque. Here we go, we're gonna head back down the canyon, and we'll call it good. Like I said, there's a lot of traffic up here just because it is that season. But we will just head back down. On this turbo setup, I am running 3-inch turbo back exhaust. There's no cats, there's no mufflers. Sounds pretty good. It can be a little loud, a little raspy, but overall it sounds pretty throaty. It sounds pretty good. The throttle body that's on my intake manifold is super quick responsive. It's very responsive. It's very quick to respond, and feels pretty good. So I'm gonna pass this BMW here. So coming out of the canyon, going pretty quick right now. Brakes feel amazing. If you guys are considering doing the brake setup on it, I highly recommend it. For the money, you can't go wrong. So I'm coming out of these turns pretty quick here, and this thing just hugs the turns like no problem. So I am running 275s on the back. They are Federal 595s. Super sticky tires. Since they're warmed up, especially coming out of this canyon, they are very sticky and can't beat the price. They're pretty inexpensive tires for what they are. The roll cage, you guys can see that on the back. The roll cage is from Summit Racing. It was already pre-bent. It came in a kit. It was like $200. The only thing that gave me the idea to purchase it was someone had made a review on the website that the cage fit their 1986 Toyota Corolla. So I was like, well, I mean, how different can the Supra be from the Corolla? I'm sure there's differences as far as the height go. So I bought this cage. Didn't have to bend anything. The hoop came pre-bent, and it was perfect. You probably can't see it in the video, but the top of the hoop right here, we're probably like a 1/4 of an inch, or not a 1/4 of an inch. We're probably, yeah, probably 1/4 of an inch from the top of the bar to the roof. It's fit perfect. The V in the back did not come that way. It was not part of the kit. We cut the tunnel bars and we made them to V in the back, and they're tied into the strut towers, and it's super stiff. Everything's gusseted, came with the gusset plates. We put all those in. The diagonal bar in the back, that also was something that we decided to add and turned out pretty good. And then I did the horizontal bar for the seat belts and welded all in. It's made the car so stiff. Going into turns and quickly coming out of turns, you can feel how stiff the car is with that. There's just no body flex or body roll in the car. So pretty big improvement as far as that part of it goes. Stuck behind a Tesla now, so I caught up to that car pretty quick, and I feel like I can run through this canyon fairly fast in this car just because I've got everything to keep the wheels on the ground. The braking is definitely way better than the factory stuff, so I'm able to run this car at its potential. But the handling is fantastic in this car. The sway bars from factory are great. When I did those end links, it really tightened everything up. And then the coilovers, it's pretty dialed in now. Feels really good. I'm also running a pair of stiff back Corbeau seats. I don't know what actual model they are, but I've had these seats in here for a couple of years. Super comfortable. They sit pretty low on the ground. You can see I've got plenty of headroom, but they are very comfortable. I thought about doing the recliner seats for a while, but once I put the roll cage in, I didn't have that option, so that's why I ran the stiff back seats, and I haven't had any regrets so far. Okay, well there you go, back to the park and ride just at the base of the canyon. So yeah, car handle's amazing. There's a couple little things that I'm still looking at wanting to change. Doing a single piece drive shaft. I got to reshim the differential, it clunks a little bit, but other than that, car runs great. So I just got to get it tuned. I have had a lot of feedback on the ECU masters when I brought that up. I will do a video on that and show you kind of what I did. So this car is still not tuned, but I have gone in and put in sensors. I've checked the injectors. I've checked pretty much everything that you can check using the computer through the software, and everything seems to be working just fine so far. So I haven't been able to start the car on it yet, and haven't been able to run the car on it just because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never tuned a car before. So I'm sure there's some sort of firing parameters or some sort of, injector and spark mix or something that you've got to tune to get the car to even start and run. I just haven't gotten that point. I checked the fuel pump, comes on by itself just fine. Like I said, I can click each injector on and off. I can open and close the boost solenoid. I can check the temperature on my intake manifold. On the intake air temp sensor, I can check all that. I checked the speed sensor. It's already reading. I can see that on the computer as well. So I think everything's working just fine. But again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. When I'm ready to tune it, I'll let you guys know, and I'll let you know exactly what I've done. So hope you guys like this video. I wanted to do a quick little canyon run, show the car off a little bit, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, let me know. You guys have been super awesome about commenting and subscribing. The channel's been increasing like several subscribers a day, which is pretty awesome. As long as that continues, I'll keep doing videos. So I enjoy working on my car. I enjoy coming up here to the canyon and driving it. It definitely is not a garage kept vehicle. I drive this thing a lot, so that's the whole purpose behind it. But yeah, if there's something, again, I've said this in other videos, if there's something you guys want to see in particular with my vehicle, with this car, please let me know. There has been a couple comments about the turbo tail light swap. I'm going to do a video on that and show you how to do it. It's very easy. You do have to drill a couple holes to kind of line everything up. I'll show that, and I'll show the spoiler one as well. So don't worry, that's coming. I may do that today and then throw it on next week. But I wanted to just get this video out here for you guys now. Anyways, yeah. So like I said, comment, subscribe if you guys like these videos, and I'll continue to throw them out there for you. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys on the next one.